What is going on, Shib Army? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified of future content. Today, we're going to talk about the price action on Shib. We're going to look in on Bone, and then we've got an update on the Treat token and whether it's going to be launched with Shibarium or not. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleev.
All right, let's knock this price action out of the park, guys. As you can see right here, in the last few minutes, we've really had a little bit of a run into a big red candle that's kind of engulfing the last two green candles that we had. It's a little sell-off. This normally happens around this time because, obviously the American market is waking up and they've been weak. As we can see, every single day, the American market is bleeding right now. So a lot of crying going on in America. What can I say? But generally speaking, here's where we should be looking, and this is your opportunity maybe to ape in, get yourself a better position or something like that. But you're looking at this downward-facing trend that's happening right now. We've broken out of the trend line that I've had here for a long period of time. That's confirmed basically at this point that we've broken to the downside, which is not what you want to see, but all it represents is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to accumulate a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and remove that right now. And now we'll look for new trends to start to develop over the next couple of hours. Now, the one thing that I want to point out, and this is something that you should be concerned about, this trend, as you kind of look at it right here, you'll notice that it's pretty flat across the bottom here. And we want to probably say that it's kind of like right there, and that these are just some little wicking at the end. And then you have this other one that comes down like this. Now, when you see this pattern break, this is going to break to the downside. This is not one of the exciting patterns that you want to see, right? So what we need right here over the next little while, you look at this, you kind of get the idea that you got about 5 days left. So within 5 days, we need to see a move from Shitoshi that breaks us to that upside. Now, that being said, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. But let's move on to Bone because I don't know how this is going to play out. We're going to watch for the next few hours, and then we'll give you an update as soon as we know. Now, over to Bone, you really kind of see a little bit of the same thing. Now, it's a little different in that you are still facing this downward sort of resistance coming over here. And I know the colors are different, but just go with me on that. There. You're facing this downward sort of resistance. Now, the place to be concerned, however, is right here. Now, this is not 4-hour candles. This is only 1-hour candles. So it's okay when this happens because you want a couple of candles of confirmation on your 4-hour in order to say that you've established a trend. But we hit the 200 SMA yesterday, bounced off of it, came back up, which is a great sign. However, immediately got rejected back again, and then came down and did not stop at the 200 SMA. It broke down and came into my support line down here at $1.70, swirled around and bounced back up. Now, at one point right here, it does seem to be using the 200 SMA for support again, so it's possible that we're back in that line. Now, this is a concern, but it's also an opportunity. So and that's the way you have to look at it. I mean, we have to face facts here, right? Bone is probably headed to just an astronomical run. And we know that we've got highs over here of 223. We're feeling pretty good about over here. We got highs up here at 244 that we were feeling pretty good about when this was happening. We've got recent highs with these massive moves. Now, the issue is, can we get down here and can we accumulate? Now, the answer to that is I don't think so. But if you can, I want you to be shrewd. By the way, this is an opportunity for you to get an opportunity to make a little bit. You can see right here the MACD flow is starting to move back inwards. So I think that overall the market is probably moving in the positive. And you can see right down here that the RSI is about to hit the signal line and we're about to take off, and that should mean some tremendous upside. So that being the case, what I would do is I would be a little shrewd at this point, and let's hope that it bounces off of that $1.70. Now, if you want to take a little bit of a risk at $1.70, by all means, that would be a good opportunity. But I would be looking at $1.62. I would kind of, I'm not hoping for a breakdown of price action, but I am hoping for an opportunity to accumulate more. $1.51 is basically the goal line. So accumulate here, accumulate a small percentage. Just get yourself a little bit of bag just to see what happens, right? Get a taste, and then move down. Wait for this $1.62 opportunity. Get a little bit more. DCA your way through this whole process here, and then $1.51. I think is really a goal line at this point. Now you can argue that there's some possibility that it's going to go a little bit deeper, maybe into the $1.40, but the market really doesn't trend that way right now. I know that people are feeling bearish. I know that people are feeling a little bit nervous, but it just doesn't feel that way, especially not with Shibarium being so close. Now, after Shibarium is released and after we get the little run up on boat, then there's some FOMO, there's some pre-sale stuff. We'll see some opportunities right there, but not yet. So just remember to play this the right way. Now, finally, the next thing is will treat token release alongside Shibarium. And thank you, Watcher Guru, for this article. And it says the Shibarium ecosystem has several developments up its sleeve, including Shibarium, ShibaNet, ShibaSwap, 2.0, Shib, the Metaverse, Shi stablecoin, and the Treat token. Now, the question right here is, will Shiba Inu's Treat token release with Shibarium? And Shiba Inu content creator Lucy Shib asked Shytoshi in a private chat if the Treat token will be launched alongside Shibarium. Shytoshi confirmed that Treat will not be released with Shibarium, calling the two developments separate. No, not at the same time. They are very separate. Shibarium will utilize the tokens in the ecosystem, but is not the entity responsible for minting, just a piece of tech and some guys who want the best for Shib. Therefore, Shibarium will be the first development to be released, and the Treat token will be launched at a later time. So that's it, guys. That's your update. I didn't want it to be so long, but I felt like you really need to know what was going on with these charts. Now, everything that I said about these charts could turn around at any moment. If we get a bullish signal from the U.S. markets, which are key right now, if we get any kind of positive information out of the U.S. markets and we start sending, then everything that I just said is basically invalidated. But if we don't, then there is some opportunity to accumulate because there will be some bear pressure coming down on this market. American markets are taking profits right now. They are not into risk asset, and I do think that they're realizing they're missing out, which is why you're not seeing more bear pressure. So we'll see how this shakes out over the next couple of days. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified of future content. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. I am always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very soon.